respects to politics, what are you most passionate about? He did follow.
We have a terrific governor. I'll tell you what I'm passionate about. Is doing what's right. Now, I ran for the governorship with almost as many people in that primary as this one. When Governor LePage, then candidate LePage, beat the stuffing out of everybody, including me. The next day I called him. I said, Paul, how can I help you win? I will do anything that I can within my power to help you win. So when the other candidates scattered, I stayed on. I proved to you that I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. We won by 10,000 votes. Can you imagine if Libby Mitchell won? No. Can you imagine if Kelly Colored won?
Please don't say that again, Bruce. I don't want
So here's what I'm passionate about. I am so impressed with these Ron Paul supporters, and there are a lot of you here tonight. And there are a lot of you over at the convention. Now, I happen to believe that democracy can be a little bit messy at times. Here's my message to you, because I live this. Whoever wins this primary, everybody on our side of the fence needs to get behind our candidate and beat the other two big spending.
By the way, that has signed a two-term pledge to only serve two terms. I believe that if you stay there any longer, you're going to become corrupt. I don't care who you are. All right? Let me tell you what I'm really passionate about. And I get to see it through my son's eyes. Freedom. His civics teacher teach his class. Every question, my son has his hand up. The kids on Halloween came by the house and said, "Oh, we love having Gareth in civics class. We don't have to answer any questions." He's answering them all. Last year in class they had a substitute. And they were going over the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. The substitute said, "We live in a democracy." Nope. My son said, "Excuse me?" "We live in a republic." And she said, "Well, we live in a democracy." He said, "No, no, no. We live in a republic." Benjamin Franklin said, "What have you given us?" "A republic you can hold on to." And that's what he said. And she starts getting a little, you know. And he said, "Ma'am, can you tell me how many times the word democracy is in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence?" And she said, "I don't know. It goes none." Got sent to the principal's office. I love freedom. And I love the fact that my son knows what freedom is. That he knows. Every fold needs on the flag. He can tell you anything you want to know about the flag. And he knows the sacrifices that have been made for him. We have taught him, our good friend who endorses me, Bruce Marston, 91 years old, served in World War II, on the beaches of Normandy. He takes my son under his arm every Sunday at church and gives him a big handshake and pulls him right in and says, "You know how much I love you?" He goes, "Do you know how much I love you?" how thankful I am for your service. That's what I'm passionate about. And that's what we need to keep teaching our children. To know that America is the greatest country. And we have done it through blood, tears, and sacrifice, and that cannot be forgotten.
I'll tell you what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about our country, and I'm passionate about the great state of Maine. And I'm passionate about making sure that we pass on a country that's in a shape that we can be proud of to our kids and to our grandkids. That's something that terrifies me right now when I see what's going on in Washington. I see 4 years of over $1 trillion deficits. I see Congress that spends like a drunken sailor every day they're down there. I see them building up a $16 trillion debt. That represents $50,000 for every man, woman, and child in the United States. A child born today is facing a $50,000 debt that somehow that baby is going to have to figure out how to pay off during its lifetime. And if they don't stop what they're doing, it's just going to get greater. I'm passionate about a country that has Medicare and Social Security on a path to ruin. Social Security is going to go out of business if it doesn't get changed by the year 2020. That's 8 years from now. Medicare is going to go out of business in the year 2024 if we don't do something about it. We have a country that is on the road to ruin, that President Obama is taking right straight down that railroad track to ruin as fast as he possibly can. That's what impelled me to get into this race. I see a country that we may have our absolute last opportunity right now to save. I was having a great time as Attorney General, I'll tell you that. It's an outstanding job. It really is. Every day that I go into work as Attorney General, I look forward to waking up and going into work and making a difference. But I could not stay out of this race because I think our country is in such a state that it needs strong leadership in Washington to save it from the course that it's on right now. Every step of the way through my career, when I was in the military, when I was a drug prosecutor, when I went to law school, now as Attorney General, when I was in the legislature, I have worked and used my blood, sweat, and tears to make sure that our state and our country is a better place to hand down to our kids and our grandkids. That's what I'm passionate